Cool, boys. I think um, I'm recording the screen as well, so I'll just pop the recording on YouTube and then share a link to the group. I think maybe before we start the draw, let's quickly run through the format. So if we wonder at a later stage, and we can just refer back to this video. So we're basically gonna be performing in a bracket type of championship. So we're gonna do the last two allocations of international teams because we got 7 international teams allocated to the Champions Trophy, which is the main one now. So we'll allocate the 8th team by draw now, and then we'll do a draw for the 4th team for the second division as well. So that'll be the first draw that we do. Thereafter, we'll commence to quickly pop in the second division. So I think we're going to do the brackets first. So we'll pull the players into the brackets here, and it's more relevant here because if myself and Fafa gets pulled here and GIF gets pulled here, it means one of us three or two of us three gets to progress to the next round, and only one of us gets to reach the final. So that is a quite significant thing where you're actually pulled in the bracket. So we pull the players into the bracket first via draw. To see where and who we're going to be playing, and thereafter we'll allocate each individual international team. And then I think we should start with the first ties. So a tie referring to a first and a second leg match. I don't think we've got consensus yet on whether we'll play away game rules for in terms of the goals, because it might be tricky. We're just going to have to be clear when communicating results who was home and who was away, because the way the away goal rule used to work in the UCL, they actually scrapped it there, but the way it used to work is if a tie ends 2-2 but one team scored 2 away goals and the other one only scored 1 away goal, then the team with the more away goals actually progresses even though the tie is tied. So that's the way the away goal. I think it adds something else to the tournament, so it might be nice, but it's just administering it that will be tricky at the end of the day. So we'll make a final call maybe before the first game starts on the WhatsApp group whether we going to be playing that rule. So, and then after the first ties, obviously the respective tournament goes on to the next stages. So the winners of each of these two ties progress to the next round, and then there'll be a further game between these two to determine who goes on to the final. But the losers of these first 4 games go into a playoff here, so they'll be allocated here, and then these 4 guys automatically get also allocated to the playoffs. So what it means is they are currently in the second division per se, the Challenger Cup. So they get to play off against the lowest ranking teams from the main tournament to play in the main tournament next week. Also with 2 ties. So I'll communicate after everybody's played their first ties here what the playoff fixtures are. And then the last one, obviously the winner of the Champions Trophy and the winner of the second division gets to play in the Super Cup after both tournaments is wrapped up. So that's basically that in terms of the format. If there's any questions on it, I think once we start coloring in the tournaments, it should become more clear if it seems a bit confusing now. But I'll also be here to answer questions, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. So the first thing that we should do now is we've got only 3 teams allocated to the Challenger Cup, which is the second division. We only got 7 teams allocated to the Champions Trophy. So let's maybe do the draw for that first. So the first result will then be the 4th team to go into the Challenger Cup. So let's see who that turns out to be. Oof, it's a nasty one. So that will mean that Austria will be competing against Portugal, Brazil and Spain. That's a filthy one. And then the 8th team to go into the Champions Trophy will be Mexico, which is not as filthy. I actually think they do have a few decent players. But again, competing with the other international teams listed here would make it tricky. Cool. So now that we've got the international teams, now let's fill in the second division bracket. So the first name that we'll be pulling will be for A1, the spot over here. And that'll be Vusi, it seems. Shocking Vusi here. The second person drawn will be for A2, the spot over here on the other side of the bracket. Seems like Gijsie. Gijsie, yeah. And then the third team drawn will be Vusi's opponent. It seems like Ken. The Jommies playing each other. And then Gijsie's opponent obviously being Alfonso then. Cool. So that is who's versing who. Now we get to assign international teams to each one. So again, we'll go in the same order. We'll draw A1 first, Vusi's international team. Vusi will be playing with Portugal. Austria still in the mix. Second team to be drawn will be Gijsie's team. Oh my word. Spain. Yeah. Gijsie gets Spain. I actually think that's the team he entered as well. And then the third is Ken's team, either Brazil or Austria. Yo, opposite sides of the spectrum. Let's see. Yo, yo, crazy. Then got done dirty. First he got Arsenal in the league, now he gets Austria in the Challenger Cup, crazy. And then obviously Alfonso gets Brazil. Cool, so that I'll post the screen grab of this, but this will then be the first ties to determine who goes to the final of the Challenger Cup, and the winner of that goes on to the Super Cup. And then obviously only being 4 guys, those 4 guys also have playoff games later versus the losers of these first 4. So let's start filling in the Champions Trophy now. The first one, filling in the bracket, the big boys. So just to be clear, we're pulling A1 now. So it'll be that bracket over there. First name out of the hat, Ernest. Now we're putting A2 down here. Seems like Scabler. Scabler goes into A2. Let's pull A3. It seems like Manu. Manu. My friend goes into A3 and then A4. Seems like Boinky. Wanted Manu. Papa, sorry, Papa. So a chance of getting Manu. Cool, so now we'll be filling in B1 over here, so determining who Ernest's opponent will be for the first die. Seems like Chris. First die will be between Chris and Ernest. And then Scabler's opponent. Oh. Blinky. I get Scabler first up. Actually I like this die. Dodging. It seems both Fafa and Gift. And then we'll be pulling Manu's opponent. Oh, Manu versus Gift. First round tie would be juicy. Oh, I knew we're getting at. Nice. Father and son in the first round. That's that. And then Fafa's opponent obviously being Linda for the first round. Cool. So that is who we are playing. Now to determine with whom we are playing, and again in the same order, so we're picking Ernest's team first. Everyone probably wanting to dodge Mexico here. Ernest gets Italy. Not too bad, not too bad. Says you got a solid defense. And Chiesa up front. Second one, sorry, will be for Scabler. Oh my word. Scabler getting done dirty here. Oh, shit. Third team drawn will be for Manu. Man gets Netherlands. Actually very nice teams, and he's been playing with Virgil van Dijk the whole week, so he knows how to use VVD. Now Fafa's team. France, I think he actually he wanted to enter France, so I think he'll be very happy with that. These draws, loving Fafa at the moment. He's been pulling good matchups, good teams. Keeps on winning. So now Chris's team. Full fit teams remaining here. Germany, Argentina, England and Belgium. Full fit teams. Yo, and Chris gets Argentina, very nice. Leo Messi. My team. Give me that Germany. England. Not too bad, I'll take it. Harry Kane. Raheem Sterling, I'll take that. Every day of the week. Harry Maguire obviously not making the starting lineup. Gift gets Belgium, KDB and Eden Hazard. And then that obviously leaves Linda with Germany. Not too bad. France versus Germany. So it's a quick recap of how things stand after the draw. We've got hopefully tonight Ernest versus Chris, Italy versus Argentina. Nice match. Myself and Scabler, Mexico versus England. Won't underestimate Scabler, of course. Mexico got a few filthy plays in there. Lozano, one two that jumps to mind. Manu versus Gift, this is probably the tie of the round. Very juicy tie. Netherlands versus Belgium. And we've got Fafa and Linda with France versus Germany. A real life bombshell matchup. And then for the Challenger Cup, we've got Vucci versus Ken with Portugal versus Austria. Let's see if Ken can make an upset happen there. And then also Gacy versus Onfold, so Spain versus Brazil. And then remember, after the first round ties, it shows names here now, but I'll give the actual matchups just working via formula. The actual matchups for the playoffs after teams have played their first round ties. Because I think we should submit the results on the match results again. I should be able to quickly track uh, the two scores by the order that they've been posted. So let's try and get the first round games done today so we can have these playoffs also manifest themselves and we know what other games are left for the weekend. And obviously, I think it'll be nice if we can have the main tournament final maybe take place like on Sunday night or even tomorrow night, depending on the pace we're moving through this. And also have it streamed on Discord, so maybe we can have some fanfare around that matchup. Cool. Gonna post the official brackets to the WhatsApp group now, and then we'll just have a chat there when we can start playing. But I think probably now. Oh yeah, the last thing. So if a tie, if you're not going to be playing the away goal rule, and the tie ends up tied, so scores are level, then I think just another thing we should just discuss on the WhatsApp group quickly is do we play the third leg then? Because I don't know how to only set up penalties, and I know the friendly games ends as draws, so don't actually throw it extra time. So I think the best would then be probably to chuck in a third game. So maybe just something else that we need to discuss on the WhatsApp, but that's that. Let me quickly paste the brackets to WhatsApp, and then I think we should be good to get started. Thanks, boys. Talk to you on the group.